getting fiscally responsible. Too often, that's code for cutting programs that families rely on while throwing more money at defense contractors. This year, my Republican colleagues want most government programs to tighten their belts, while defense spending increases without accountability. Nowhere is this more evident than the F-35 program. The Department of Defense expects to spend $1.7 trillion over the life of the F-35 program, including the countless spare parts contractors are losing. In fact, since May 2018, under the watch of just one company, over 1 million parts have been lost, damaged, or destroyed. I came to Washington to protect taxpayer dollars, not flush them into the Pentagon's black hole. As Congress considers the National Defense Authorization Act, I encourage my colleagues to join me in cracking down on waste, fraud, and abuse. Higher inflation and housing costs harm us all, especially our most vulnerable neighbors who are on the brink of losing their homes. Low-income families are struggling to make do, falling behind on rent and unable to find affordable housing. One unexpected medical emergency or job layoff can be all it takes to doom a family into eviction. Evictions are not momentary inconveniences. They are long-term setbacks that make it harder to find a new home, driving families deeper into poverty. Single moms and women of color are disproportionately at risk of being evicted. 78% of Orange County households that are behind on rent are female-headed. Thankfully, the Orange County Eviction Diversion Collaborative is stepping in to help. By advocating for rental assistance and landlord mediation services, they're saving tenants, families, from the destabilizing damage of an eviction. As a single mom myself, I'm grateful Orange County is looking out for women and children. Our community is stronger, healthier, and safer when we take care of one another. When banks make promises to the public, we should expect that they are upheld. Disappointingly, First Citizens Bank is falling short of this standard. After purchasing Silicon Valley Bank's assets at a whopping $16.5 billion discount, First Citizens has been silent on whether it will uphold Silicon Valley Bank's promise to invest $9 billion in California low-income communities. This investment promised to expand affordable housing, small business loans, and other needed services in underserved areas. I led 15 of my California colleagues in a letter last month calling on First Citizens Bank to honor this commitment. They have not responded. It's an injustice that communities of color and low-income households stand to lose out more from First Citizens' purchase than all of Silicon Valley Bank's billionaire depositors. First Citizens has a responsibility to make sure that neighborhoods with the least financial resources are not left behind. I rise to commend CalOptimus Health Board of Directors for approving up to $25.5 million in funding for behavioral health care for Orange County students. All 29 Orange County districts can use this funding to hire additional staff, enhance training and development, and develop new respite spaces for children in K-12 schools. This funding comes at such a crucial time. Children's mental health has declined since the start of the pandemic. In California, young people between the ages of 14 and 18 are suffering the most. CalOptima Health and the Student Behavioral Health Incentive Program are doing important work by partnering with Hazel Health, Children's Hospital of Orange County, and Western Youth Services to improve behavioral health among our students. Mental health care is health care, and I applaud Orange County for prioritizing the health and well-being of our children. I yield back.
The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Tennessee, Mr. Rose, for 5 minutes.